I will get started first by teaching you small. All right, so we will get started by this example here. So I'll give you a brief intro first about it, and then we will do our exercise here in class. So again, if you remember, last time we said we can have the same exact interface implemented as a mobile application, web, or let's say using Python, okay? So let's first understand that piece of code, okay? Then we will do something similar for another exercise. Okay. So this is HTML, that's what we will start with, okay? So when mixing CSS with HTML with JavaScript, we're talking here about web application, okay? Now how these three languages work together. So HTML is known to be markup language. What is that? It helps you build a structure, okay? CSS helps you build the styling, okay? JavaScript helps you create the actions behind. But again, it could be the same exact file, and all the three languages are inside it. So how to do it? So this language, or the syntax, is based entirely on the idea of tags. We have starting tags, we have closing tags, which is acting in a similar way to braces, start and end, like in Java, okay? So here, you define the scope of an element. So what comes here usually is the element name. This could be anything. It could be pattern, all right? Could be an input, and so on. Now this element, let's assume I pick, for example, a paragraph, okay? So paragraph P is how you start a paragraph tag, okay? So this is the start and this is the end, usually. Same syntax with a backslash here, okay? What if I want this paragraph to have some properties or attributes? Before you start closing it with a greater than sign, here, you need to say, okay, I have any attribute that's equal to any possible value, okay? So that's the general syntax. Element, attribute, value, within the start, and here we have the end element. And in between is the list of anything that you want to display to the user side. Okay, let's do it. So how do we start? We look into our HTML file in two portions. First, it has head, then it has body, exactly. So this is now the body. The body is everything that you want to display to the user. So what comes here is a division. Do you see the scope now? So this is my big division, which acts like a layout. Then here, I have inside it another division. So division is nothing but, okay, this is my web page. This is my division. And inside this division, I have another division, okay? Now what's inside this division? I have a label. Label is nothing but text, right? Now this is the start and the closing tag, and this is the label that will be displayed. So this is the actual value. This is the element type. Second is input. So I have here text field, right? Then I have another input saying password. So if I will draw this one, that's now username, right? Then text field, then password, then text field, right? So this is the input. Then I have here a button. This button is saying login. Now what are these attributes? So in the first input, I have type equal email. So this would enforce me to have an input of that similar syntax at something.com or .anything.org, okay? Now I have Yeah, another one. Placeholder equal this. What is the placeholder? Check this. Huh. Where do you see it? Check the value. Check the value. Here it says what? Name at example.com. Here it shows. Do you see that? Is that an actual value?
No.
So this is usually grayed out. But this is known to be a hint. So it's not a value. Now if you put the cursor here, everything will vanish, right? As if you did not even write anything. Okay, so this is the placeholder. So again, in the same format of attribute equal value, right? Then I have the keyword here saying required, which means what? So if I don't fill this one, I can't really submit the form, right? Okay, so the button here, so the same here repeats with the other input, but this is type password. What is type password? When you hide everything with asterisk, right? So it doesn't actually show the actual character you're typing. When I say button of type submit, this means what? Where do we submit these data? To where? To the database. And who takes it to the database? The server. Excellent. So now we're talking about client to server architecture, right? So once your data on the client side is done, ready, you take it to the server side. Agree? So this button of type submit is what actually submits it to the server side. Okay. Now here I have this line, if you notice. So with my form, you see that part? So this whole thing is part of a form. So again, once you have any possible data inputs from the user side and you expect these data to be submitted to the server at some point, you simply put this inside a form, start and end. But then here I have this additional part. It says on submit equals alert that says logged in. What does that mean? Excellent. So it's an alert or a message popping up to the user telling him, okay, you logged in, right? So this is one. Now alert here is built in, but this statement is JavaScript. This part of the code is JavaScript. Okay?
How do you know that?
That's okay. That's a function. When we said action, action means what? JavaScript. So HTML means structure. I'm talking about tables. I'm talking about images. That's HTML. When I talk about colors, padding, spaces, this is CSS. When I talk about what happens when I submit to the server side, this is action behind, right? So this is JavaScript. Like the way you see methods called, right?
Do you also got it in HTML?
Yeah, it is part of the HTML. Yes. But again, does it remind you with anything here? When I say, for example, sit on action or sit on mouse click, it's the same, right? And there's, by the way, here something we call it as on click as well. So on click equals something, okay? So this is how you generate a call to a method that you can implement fully in JavaScript in the same file, okay? So that's what I wanted to briefly tell you today. There's also the H1. H1 here is a header, and headers are known for two features. They are usually in bold and usually in separate lines.
Can you have two headers?
Many, endless, okay? So headers in general in HTML, they're given 6 possible values. Which one is the biggest?
H1.
H1. That's the biggest. Now the smallest is H6. So it's the opposite, okay? The lowest value is the highest in size. Right, this is in general how the syntax works. Now we will do another sample, okay? Shouldn't take time. It's a very simple interface. It has here a title, an image, 3 images, 3 titles, and below every title there is a bullet list or we call it unordered list, which is bullet points. And every bullet point here is a clickable link. We call it hyperlink. Okay? Let's turn this into actual coding. So now I expect you to open the laptops. Let's open the browser. I will use an online tool to make it easier on you, but I prefer you use this one. So this is
إذا بالفيجوال ستوديو شلون على الفايل اللي تحطه؟
HTML.
لازم نحمل الاكستنشن يعني؟
No. It doesn't require any plugin extensions. Like I'll show it to you afterwards. I can do it, but I don't have it here. مشكلة. طيب. Yes. Okay, let's do it quickly. Yeah. Okay, so here, that's the link I need you to open. www.programmers.com/html/online-compiler. No, we don't do it on NetBeans. No. Like the best tool to do it is Visual Studio Code, but I don't have it here at all, so I can't even show it to you. Anyways, later I can teach you later on like how to use VS Code. طيب, did we all open it?
Yes.
Okay. So ينفع. Yes. But okay, the only difference is gonna be dealing with the image files. But I will tell you. Let me finish here, then I will tell you how to do it. Okay? Yes. Again? Yes, I'll tell you now. Okay, so once you open this website, I want you to clear all these files. So remove it and close the CSS and script files. Okay? So the HTML file, I need it clear, empty. Okay? Then I want you to download any two images, one that is a banner and another one that's an icon from the internet. Yes, Yasmin. Not letting? Again? That's not downloading, it's online. Just open this link. Okay, if you don't get it directly, just type here its name, then type HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and it will be the first link here.
What should they download?
No downloads.
No, the image.
Okay, so for the images, just pick any two images from the internet, any two. So I'll do it now with you. Okay, I'll go here and type, let's say, banner image. I will pick any of these images. I just need to see it. So save image as. I will put them on my desktop, but I will call them properly. So I will call this image 1.
Visual Studio كيف افتح على
Okay, you open a new file.
Okay.
Then type the code. Okay, then once you save it as HTML file. Yes. So save as .html. Show it to me, Rana. So for now you're good. It's gonna help you shortly.
Wow.
All right. So I'll pick this image, let's say, and I will save it. Again in the same directory, and I'll give it a proper name. So I'll call this image 2, let's say. Okay. There's a problem with image 1. Yes, save it, give it a proper name. That's all I did. sorry. So that's what I have here. Do you see it? Yeah, that's up. Save it in anywhere. Desktop, I don't know, downloads, any folder that you know.
لازم تكون اللي هي PNG ولا لا؟
Any type, PNG, JPG, GIF, doesn't matter. So any possible type, yes.
I forgot my computer at home. Can I do this on my iPad?
Yes, you can. Just open a link on a browser. That's it.
It's not open.
I haven't. Okay, we're all there. Like, I want you to get back here. And do you see that plus sign? I want you to pick upload asset. Then pick the two images.
This one, correct?
Yes.
And then? Oh, okay.
Wait,
All right. Now I'll pick my two images. Yes. Again, plus, upload asset, then pick the image source.
It's not giving me the option to choose.
Here, like plus, don't you see these, Seema? You don't see options like this?
Better, but when I press upload,
Does it respond?
image ما جاي أصلاً.
both of them?
Is that a tablet or laptop?
One answer.
Okay. Now you have a look. Now that's what we will do. Let me put it for you side by side so you can see what we do. Okay. All right. So I will start my file with HTML, start and end. Is the other screen on?
The backslash.
Sorry?
Move backslash.
With a backslash. Okay?
I took this in school.
Nice, good. Right. Now inside the HTML, I will start with the body, start and end.
هلا دكتور نحن حنختبر هيك شيء؟
No. No. But it's good to know different platforms.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Again, this is a basic, by the way. And if you take this in actual course, it takes you like maximum of, I don't know, 3 sessions to cover the entire basics of HTML. It's not usually considered a language. Okay, don't call this a language, okay? It's, you don't count it as a language.
It's
يعني.
not multiple languages inside it.
Yeah, you deal with JavaScript. Like, the most important part is JavaScript inside. Yes. Now inside this body, okay, who can tell me what is that first part? Header, okay. So this is header, start and end. Now I want you to type your name in it, okay? I will type my name, okay? You type your own. This.
What?
All right. Okay. Now this is the result. Let's assume I want to change the color of this text here. Yes.
Is this immediate response or what?
Yes.
That's why you don't have to run it or anything? Or you have to
You
just
don't need to. Okay, so the page here, I assume it's made in React. You heard of React Native?
Not
React is built on the top of JavaScript as a library. So it doesn't actually listen to your own events. It does have it automatically. So that's another topic, but let me give you the brief. It looks into your web page and then it keeps on comparing every second where is the item that has a change. Okay? So this is happening in the backend without you even do it. And every time it notices that there is a change, it does reflect it automatically on the web. Other languages, later you will take inshallah bil web, you will have to refresh the page to see the action happening. Okay? This one does not need to. As you're coding, you get to see the
real time.
the real
How do I
time.
find the console? كيف الاقي الكونسول؟
Console, that's VS Code.
لا لا here اكتب console.
Yeah, Visual Studio.
That's VS Code.
Visual Studio, yeah.
Oh yes.
That's not the one, okay?
Okay, so it's different?
No, just follow my steps in coding. That's it. Okay? Like here, okay, ladies in back. Yeah. So now we will type style equal
Red. for example. ولا blue.
color
color dot red.
colon
Dot.
then red. شو زعل. Okay, so color red, but I put this one inside a style as a value. What? هتدرسوها لسه إن شاء الله. In this course, you will teach, مش this course, I mean later, when you take web development, you will teach 7 languages. You will be taught 7 languages. You will take HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, PHP, SQLite next year. In one course. Yeah. See, that's very fun. No, imagine that you can build a single file that has all these languages.
One course?
3 to 4 web development. 3 to 4 web development. Ladies, wait, hold on. I can't hear her.
Does
Ladies,
it
I
have to be
can't.
red or we choose our own color?
Any color. Is that your question? Any color, yes.
How do you change the shade of the color itself?
The shade. What do you
Kind of
mean?
dark red, light.
We'll do it now. Okay. Like, let's assume.
امزح مرة سكاي بلو. كم واحد.
You.
فكرة.
Okay. Let me try to get the same exact color. How about this? So that's one shade of blue, but it's not blue.
حتى غلط سكاي بلو.
This is very light as well. So let's try to get the same value. Okay. Remember when we said, ladies, I'll turn it into material content. Huh? Shall I turn it into material for your examination? Wallah. Listen here. Listen here. Okay. So remember when we talked about the shades of colors that form